If you see this question, this is also related to moles concept. 1 mole of ethane, which is C2H4, how many molecules are there? It contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. These are the number of molecules present in 1 mole. So 1 mole is having 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules in it. They are asking how many molecules are there in 15 grams of ethane. So first, because we have the mass in grams, so from this mass in gram, what we do, we'll find the moles. So how to get the moles? Moles equal mass in gram divided by the molar mass. The mass in gram is 15. And what about the molar mass of this C2H4? So when you check the periodic table, carbon is 12, where hydrogen is 1. So the molar mass of this C2H4, that will be 12 multiplied by 2 plus 1 multiplied by 6. So 12 multiplied by 2 is 24 and 1 multiplied by 6, that is 6. So total will be 30. So molar mass will be 30. So the number of moles, what we get, we'll get 0.5 moles. But if you see the question, we got the moles, but they're not asking for moles, they're asking for molecules. So, and they give you the answer in the question that if there is 1 mole, how many molecules are there? 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So if mole and molecule, if there is 1 mole, how many molecules are there? 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So if we have 0.5 moles, how many molecule will be there? X. So what we do, we cross multiply. So when we cross multiply this 3.02 into 10 to the power 23 multiplied by 0.5, so what we'll get? We'll get 3.01 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So these are the molecules present in half mole. What is the difference between mole and molecule? Look, for example, carbon is carbon dioxide, CO2. When we find the molar mass, it will be carbon is 12 plus oxygen is 16 multiplied by 2, so that is 32. So 12 plus 32, the total will be 44. So if the molar mass is 44, so it means 44 grams of carbon dioxide is called 1 mole of carbon dioxide. And whenever 1 mole is there, if you have 1 mole of any substance, how many particles are there, how many molecules it will have? It will always have 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. So if we have 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecule, that is also called 1 mole of a substance. So this whole, if having a 44 grams, and this 44 grams is called 1 mole. And inside this 1 mole, how many molecules are there? Because this is 1 molecule, but how many total molecules will be there in 1 mole? That is always be 6.02 into 10 to the power 23, which is also known as Avogadro's number. So after getting the moles, we multiply, because they already give you the answer that 1 mole contains 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. So if there are 0.5 moles, then it will be X molecules. You cross multiply and you will get the number of molecules. In this question, a compound contains 85.7% carbon and 14.3% hydrogen. We have to find the empirical formula. So compound contain carbon and hydrogen. The percentages are given 85.7 and 14.1. What is step 1? Step 1 is divide by atomic mass. So what is the atomic mass of carbon? That is 12, and atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. So what is the answer if 85.7 divided by 12? 85.7 divided by 12. What's the answer? 7.141. 7.141. And this, when we divide, it will be same. Step 2, divided by smallest value. So which is the smallest value here? 7.141 is the smallest value. So we divide both of them by 7.141. 7.141. So this will be 1. What about 14 divided by 7? 14.1 divided by 7.141 equal to 1.97. So this is 1.97, and 1.97 is approximately 14.3 is there. Okay, 14.3. So 14.3 divided by 7.14, that is about 2. 2.00. So if one of the number is 1, another one is 2. So we don't have to multiply them. So because it's already in the whole number to the nearest whole number. So step 3, we have to make them whole number. So this one, carbon is 1 and hydrogen is 2. So the empirical formula is CH2. Because 1 is there, you don't have to write that. So it is CH2. C1H2 is also correct. But 1, because it's already mean it is there, so we don't have to write it again. Then we need the molecular formula. The molecular formula is empirical formula times N. So empirical formula is CH2. What about N? N is molecular mass divided by empirical mass. The molecular mass is 112. What about empirical mass? You can get from empirical formula, carbon is 12 plus hydrogen is 1 into 2, so 14. So 112 divided by 14. So 112 divided by 14, what is the value of N? Value of N is 8. So it will be multiplied by 8. So when this whole is multiplied by 8, what is the final answer? Because carbon C1, C8 and H8 multiplied by 216. So C8 and H16 will be the molecular formula. Is it clear, this question? The difference between mole, I just mentioned, when you have, look, when you have this many molecules together, like if we have 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules together, what we call that? We call that as 1 mole. So example, if we have 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 molecules of carbon dioxide, we also say we have 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Like this many molecules together is also known as mole. That's a difference. Like collection of the molecule, this number, why specifically this number? Actually, this 6.02 into 10^23, that is known as Avogadro's constant. It is named after a chemist who did a calculation and explained that if we have this many molecules together, we also call that as 1 mole. So 1 mole will have this many molecules. Is it clear the difference between the mole and the molecule? So this was the last, this is the last part. Look, the table shows the melting point of ethanol and sodium chloride. The difference in the melting point due to attractive forces. Name the type of attractive force in each substance which is responsible for difference. So ethanol is a simple covalent compound. So what kind of force is there? Not within the structure. What kind of force is there between the molecule? Like this is one molecule of ethanol and this is another molecule of ethanol, C2H5OH. So we want this force of attraction between this ethanol molecule. So simple covalent molecule. What is the force of attraction between the molecule? No, within the molecule is covalent. But between the molecule, that force is called weak intermolecular force. Or it is also having a name that's called van der Waals force. So in the simple covalent substance, within, they're not asking within the substance, they're asking between the two molecules. So if there are two molecules in a simple covalent substance, there is a weak intermolecular force that is responsible. So they're asking, name the type of attractive force. So the weak intermolecular force is there between the molecules. And in ionic compound like sodium chloride, we have one molecule of sodium positive ion and then the chloride. Then there will be another sodium and then chloride. So this is one molecule of sodium chloride. This is another molecule of sodium chloride. So what kind of force is there between the molecule? So they have strong electrostatic forces between the positive and negative ion. Is it clear? So simple covalent substances, they have weak intermolecular force, but ionic compounds, because sodium chloride is ionic compound, so they will have strong electrostatic force between the positive and negative ion. That's why sodium chloride is having a high melting point, ethanol is having a low melting point. So this was